Let us continue playing The Darkest Dungeon. When we last left off, we had successfully done another mission. We got the sanatorium upgraded again, and we now have actually free medical care, at least for this time. I imagine it's going to be a week-on-week bonus, which is going to be somewhat random. So we'll see how that one develops. I haven't looked at these in some time. I'm not actually thinking about replacing them, but now they have reached the optimal point. Maybe it's something I want to consider a little more. Anyway, we have a couple of potential options here. We could go on a long adventure. Unfortunately, I spent most of my money, so we don't really have a lot for that. So I'm going to say a short adventure into the Weald sounds about right for me at this stage. Though I would like to send them on a slightly longer one before I, deal with it. I'm just going to take them their minimum here because I am really, really thin on the ground in terms of resources. Yeah, that should do. Their equipment's now upgraded to level 3. They have level 3 skills. This should be really a cakewalk.
Corruption has soaked the soil, sapping all good life from these groves.
Okay, so there is an encounter here that I will have to deal with. So, you have the best trap disarming skills, and it is done. Meanwhile, Antiquarian, open the box. Nothing in it. Open the box. Heirlooms.
Wealth beyond measure.
And minor antiquities.
Awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
Okay, 3 surprise ectoplasms, all with 8 hit points. I somehow do not feel this is going to be
another abomination cleansed from our lands.
Another stab. 4. Well, I'm not going to be able to finish them off, not unless I remember to give you an all attack, all move. Nope, I didn't. Bleed out.
Give them no quarter.
And slime. As mentioned before, the one weakness with this party is I don't have an ability that attacks everybody, and I could, as I've also probably mentioned before, the Hellion does have an ability that will do that, but it weakens her, and I'm reluctant to use that if I can avoid it. No rewards, really.
A trifling victory.
Well, I can get rid of a quirk here at the very least, so is there anything annoying? Bad Gambler's not really annoying. Shocker. I think that's probably the worst one. But it's not really a massive problem for us. Yeah, I'm certainly looking forward to the getting these up to level 3 and starting to get some serious treasures back in. You know what? I don't remember a lot about this. Blast it all. You know what? You can hold on to that. We're in a safe space, really. 400 minor heirloom. Some spiders. Who are surprised? Your body now does 2. I'm just noting because all these abilities are leveled up as well. Go and heal yourself. Hack.
Be gone, fiend.
And dealt with.
Remind yourself that
I'm tempted to try this in the dark a little bit here. We are in position for this, so yeah, no, right, fine. We have no stress. Let's just lower the torchlight a little bit. Unfortunately, I don't have any dark affecting abilities, but collect bounty to start with. If I can finish you off, I should.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
I have enough to potentially kill one of them. I'm not going to. I'm going to go and do the damage. Mark prey. You know, I didn't give them any heirlooms, and it didn't actually give me a warning about this. So it's not entirely optimal, this plan I've got at the moment, but if the stun works, all good. Nine, so that should be finished off with... Even you could probably finish this off. You can! Just a rain of blight you have to worry about now. Finish him. Another stun and a bit more torchlight. This is the downside here, really. I'm just killing off my my bonus lootables if I do this. Would somebody resist the disease? Awesome. 2 points, 1 point. We'll just go for the slice at the back. You can go and hack this. Nearly, but not quite. That's going to light to death.
Maintain the offensive.
Bounty!
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Alright, let's push.
The darkness holds much worse than mere trickery and boogeymen.
Hidden compartment. Not really all that much in the grand scheme of things. We do get a scout report, though. Anti-venom now.
Yourself, a victim to the spreading corruption, malformed with misintent.
Oh, and this is an encounter we didn't really want to have in the dark. Okay. Judgment. Out of the back. 11. I can Iron Swan you to death still. In fact, no, I'm going to hook slice you. There we go. Slice you for 7, which is quite a good go at this point. I'm surprised we had that many fast ones, but I suppose this is actually a quick party in contrast to the session we last had. Good news is, though, we're now just down to these two, and there's nothing that can cause a mark effect. Might just want to go and do some healing at the moment, though.
A decisive pummeling.
Okay, that'll do. Yeah, hacked. I was tempted to go the bleed, but even with that, this is still probably the better way to do it. Try it. Okay. 10 crits. Okay, that's just solved all the potential healing problems. Or at least made it appear as if it's not really a problem at all, which I guess it isn't. Stab. 5 damage is more than we would normally get on the blight effect. Bleed I might as well go for here. It's extra free. That causes another one. There we go. 6 points of bleed damage coming on. Party heal. Bleed to death. There we go. That's what we want to see when we go and do this sort of thing. Attempts in the dark continue. Crate is empty. Another encounter. I mean, that's pretty much the toughest encounter they can throw against us at this point. And we're going to have another one. Hook and slice. We do want to cause some bleed. Alright, here we go. This is where now we have to be a bit more cautious. I should also probably have led this one. And you thankfully resisted the pull, which is nice. Stab for 7. Yeah, if I'd have done it on the other one, I'd have killed that way around. Judgment. 4 and stress relief. Groping swipe. Dodged. Okay, this has gone ridiculously well, and I think these guys are now just going to permanently stay in the dark. Crit 8 stab. Not argue about that. 9 there. Yeah. The kill is probably the way to go here. We can hack for 11. So in the dark with no trinkets, I think even worse than this. There's not even a risk if this all goes wrong. Which it won't. There's just no chance of it going wrong here. Yeah, just finished him off. Okay, and now we're going to have to prioritize lootables. I think we've made our priority. technically it's over. Let's see what we can get on the scout report. I'm amazed we're still getting scout reports in. Right, I think we'll do the curiosity in the battle just purely because I can finish those off.
Finding the stuff is only the first test. Now it must
2
be
ectoplasms. Alright, this won't give me too much here. These are nothing encounters, unfortunately.
impunity.
Which I guess after what we've just gone through, one after the other, makes a little bit of sense. But if we can get another artifact or something. No. Okay, we're done then.
As victories mount, so
Temps of the Dark is done. With absolutely zero stress issues to speak of.
driving out corruption is an endless battle, but one that must be fought.
8,000 gold, a few heirlooms. Let's see what we get on the traits. Fated. Last gasp. So speed increase if the health goes down. Fated is nice. Resolution's okay. Manic for money is probably something we could probably get rid of at this stage.
Death and demise. Cause for celebration.
I'm wondering if this is only on the positive events. I wonder if we start having negatives if we fail. That'd be an interesting mechanic, but it seems a bit easy at the moment. Right. Sanatorium. So, if we find our level 2... Oh, they're at the top. We'll treat you for Police Mania because it's cheap enough. We will... Can't treat you for anything. Treat you for resolution, and we will treat you for... I could treat you for bad gambling, actually. It's really not a problem. Since it is free, I might actually just put some people on this anyway. But in many ways, I don't need it. Oh, you won't do it. God damn you. That was also probably the better way to work this out. Alright, those two are going to gamble. What game is this? Where do I buy chips? It's like we go gamble. You're good at that. In real life, anyway. So I've left myself a bit of an odd set here, but we'll see how it goes. The question now, I suppose, is do I really want to go for the Hag? Or do I want to hold off? Actually, a short champion one for a recovery charm, some gold, and unlocking the flesh. Okay, that stuff I'll work out next time, so until then. Let's continue playing The Darkest Dungeon. When we last left off, you'll notice we have no money. This is largely because I've upgraded lots of marriage and skills. He now has the full set of 5s. And we've given him the buckle, the sharpening sheath. So all of his abilities are pretty maxed out. So in terms of normal battle, we'll probably go tracking shot and then move on to other skills once he got that buff on himself. So, with all that taken care of, let's go out and do this short adventure I've found for us. So it's in the Warrens, 3 portraits really. I'm going to have to do this one because we're a bit short on supplies. Food will go minimal. It's a little bit of a risky mission, really, in all ways, but... Full stack of torches. We don't have any bonus torches, really, available. So, there we go. But it will be highly profitable when we make this, so, you know. There's that going for us. This really... We're doing missions, champion level missions, purely for sort of profit, really.
Swine, we must first scout their squalid homes.
Okay, and since we can ignore one room, we can ignore that one. So we go this way. So Party by Nature is pretty much reliant on the mass damage from you. And you're set up, I think, to do 30 damage, potentially, at this stage. We then have a lot of bleed effects, which I might even do some trading for. Get rid of the heal and give the Hound Harry instead, because that'll stack well with what you've got available. And we have you as the back as our sort of emergency backup healer if we need to do that.
In Radiance, may we find victory.
Thing is, that's the only ability that marks. No, I'm going to keep that on. We've got single shot attacks, so it'll all be fine. Okay, large flesh eater, a flesh eater, and a swine heaver. Let's start with the tracking shot. Okay, next up, we need to stun the big thing. And attempt to shoot you to death, which didn't work. Okay. Chop. 19. Vomit crit 5. 20 stress. Has resistive debuff because we've given him the contra for the debuff resists. Okay, next up then. I think I'm just going to Hound Rush the back and get the kill.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Munch. 7. And rabies. That's curable. The good news is a lot of the party does have its own cases of its own ability to heal. You have Solemnity, certainly. But chop here to start with. Let's get the bleed done. Oh, at least that was the attempt. I could get suppressing fire, lower crit and accuracy rates. Unfortunately, it's all resisted. And there's a mark. Okay, what do I want to do here? I think we will go chop. 20. Munch for 6. And now I think we definitely need some healing. We're also looking a bit dodgy in terms of blight at this stage. Pistol shot, nearly death. And we'll wipe you out. 29 crit. Naturally. Okay, you can go and do some Solemnity on yourself. Tracking shot. Lowers it to 1. Lick wounds on yourself will undo the blight damage. Tentacle Devour, though, will cause that to be much worse. Yeah, it basically is dead. I'm just going to wait for Marishan's turn on it. And that's why I wanted to wait. Because now this will heal for 14, not 10. Slice.
Prodigious size alone does not dissuade the sharpened blade.
Okay, unlock Strongbox. It's likely to be trapped, but no, it isn't actually. Contents are ours, 1500 gold.
Trinkets and baubles.
1 round of free damage. I think we can live with that.
Blood.
And shovel gone. Okay, 2 down, a few more to go. Okay, we're going to be able to avoid this encounter and just go up and around. $95, $95. Yeah, it has readjusted these, which is fine. I don't mind that. Bandage protects hands, and we got 2 of those. And we got some extra food, which is nice because I'm going to eat that now. Up we go. Ignore the books. And a torch. We should have enough light to make it through, though we need to kill the witch off early to be sure of that. Good start. Q. Pistol shot for 14. That means they've got a chance of this. There we go.
Annihilated.
Alright, no additional light damage. Now we're just going to suffer the bleed. Rend for the old gods. 7 and bleed. Alright, Hugh basically kills them. Unfortunately, they still got another go.
Unnerved, unbalanced.
Well, there's a lot of turns. Grape shot.
Give them no quarter. Be wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying.
They're going to take a lot of damage while we walk around. We have an encounter. This could actually be quite bad for us here. So much blood. Hugh. I should probably have gone shop and tried to kill here because this could actually be bad. 2 blanket fires. Another couple of things going out of our favor here. I should have gone dog biscuits. But we got the bleed off. Grape shot. Okay, I think they're within Q range, so it's just now a case of the double death's door.
The end approaches.
They've all had their turns up, so let's go and just do that. Crit 10. Perfect time for it. Grape shot, 1 down. Ah! Death's door still. Come on, have a turn. You're quite quick usually. God darn it.
As life ebbs, terrible vistas of
Don't die, we need you.
reveal themselves.
Fortunately, this dog is being slow. You're actually not one of our slowest people usually.
Grievous.
You're still alive.
Palpable.
Come on, have a turn already. Thank you. -5 for Death's Door, that's why it was so bad. Well, either way, lick wounds. Get back into this. New round. Yeah, they all go first again. Shank, Death's Door. Not quite. Bleed again, so yes it is basically.
Perched at the very precipice of oblivion.
Oh, this is just not gone at all well, has it? Right. Shoot you. Thank you. I have so many actual solutions to this,
More dust,
but no.
ashes, more disappointment.
And thus we lose the shooter gun.
Obliterated.
On a short, nothing mission, actually, more to the point.
Nightmarish creatures can be fed.
Ah.
They can be beaten.
6 rounds of damage still left on that. Alright, let's get on with this. I don't have the ability to fix this. Do I want to open it? I do, actually. Extra supplies.
Finding the stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
Take a pot of that we can, and I'm going to replace that with that.
The light.
Technically, this is still doable, but I don't like it. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. No, this is an error. Ah! This has been so bad. I might just retreat from this one.
This skirmish may be lost, but the battle may yet be won.
I don't think so. This time we're going home.
Do not ruminate on this fleeting failure. The campaign is long, and victory will come.
Well, I guess now we'll see what happens on the failures. But this was supposed to be a nothing mission. And we lose a guy. You also hit the stress point. You getting hard-skinned? And we have Clotter. Okay. So managed at the very least from it gain something especially helpful, which we will try and lock in when we have some funds.
I see something long absent in the sunken faces of passers-by. A glimmer of hope.
You have misplaced a fortunate amulet. Oh, that's one of the leper items. God darn you for misplacing that. And various people went on silly little things. Okay, so no town events this time. Plenty of stress has been recovered. Holland, though, now needs to go medical and get that treated. Okay. So that certainly could have gone better. Would love to lock that in, but that's expensive. We'll do that before we have another mission with these guys. Okay. I think next time then, we're going to go on a medium adventure with our lower level party and try to recover something of this, I think. And I meant this little fact. Unfortunately, there's nobody I can recruit. Could I try and sneak a fifth one through if I were to do things that way? I'm honestly not sure. I'll have to look into that. So I shall say for now, until next time.